My cousin Murad was considered the natural descendant of this man. This man here is Uncle Khusro. Although Murad's father was Zorab, who was practical and nothing else. Murad's father was Zorab and he was a very practical person. He was not at all crazy like Uncle Khusro. But everyone considered Murad as a natural descendant of Uncle Khusro. That's how it was in our tribe. A man could be the father of his son's flesh, but that did not mean that he was also the father of his spirit. Murad, according to the whole tribe, was considered as one of the craziest person. That was after Uncle Khusro. But Murad's father Zorab was a very practical person. So it says that it is not necessary for a person to be the father of his son's flesh as well as his spirit. He might, if a person might be the father of his father of his son's flesh, like Zorab, but the nature, the temperament of the child might be on someone else also, like Murad had on Uncle Khusro. The distribution of the various kinds of spirit of our tribe had been from the beginning capricious and vagrant. That is, the spirit of the tribe from the beginning was capricious and vagrant, because a man could be the biological father of his son, but in temperament and nature, disposition, the son and father could be very different. It was not necessary that the son inherited all the qualities of his own father also. We rode and my cousin Murad sang. For all anybody knew, we were still in the old country where, at least according to some of our neighbors, we belonged. So they were having fun, they were just riding on the horse, and in the countryside, that is on the outer side of the area where they lived, we belonged. We let the horse run as long as it felt like running. They let the horse run as long as it wanted to run. At last, my cousin Murad said, "Get down, I want to ride alone." "Will you let me ride alone?" I asked. "That is up to the horse," my cousin said. "Get down." "The horse will let me ride," I said. "We shall see," he said. "Don't forget that I have a way with a horse." Now, Murad wanted to ride alone, so he told Aram to get down. Even Aram was interested in riding the horse alone, so he was telling him that you will let me also ride alone. To this, Murad said that it depends on the horse if it will let you ride. "We shall see," he says. "Don't forget that I have a way with a horse." He tells Aram that he had a way with the horse. That means they had an understanding. He had an understanding with the horse, and the horse understood him and his ways. "Well," I said, "anyway you have with the horse, I have also." "For the sake of your safety," he said, "let us hope so." So he says, for the sake of your safety, because if you don't have a way with the horse, if you don't understand the horse and his ways, it might be unsafe for you. "Get down." "All right," I said. "But remember, you've got to let me try to ride alone." He wanted him, in a way, to promise that he will also let him ride alone. I got down and my cousin Murad kicked his heels into the horse and shouted, "Wazir, run." The horse stood on its hind legs, on its back legs, snorted. It made a noise through its nostrils and burst into a fury of speed. That is, it started running very fast. That was the loveliest thing I had ever seen. Aram liked to see the horse run so fast with Murad on it. My cousin Murad raced the horse across a field of dry grass to an irrigation ditch, crossed the ditch on the horse, and 5 minutes later returned dripping wet. Now the irrigation ditch was filled with water. It must have been a reservoir for irrigation purpose, and Murad had ridden through the irrigation ditch, so he came back dripping wet. He was completely drenched, completely wet. The sun was coming up. Now it was becoming day. The sun was coming up. Now it's my turn to ride, I said. My cousin Murad got off the horse. Ride, he said. I leaped to the back of the horse and for a moment knew the most awful fear imaginable. Awful, very terrible fear. The horse did not move. Kick into his muscles, my cousin Murad said. What are you waiting for? We've got to take him back before everybody in the world is up and about. So Murad urged him to kick his heels in the muscles of the horse so that the horse would run, and he also told him that to hurry up because they wanted to keep the horse back before everybody was up and about. They wanted to keep the horse, they wanted to hide the horse.